Okay, I think now is as good a time as any to go live. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? If you're watching this now or you're watching this just after the fact, I'm Jacob, the chosen one. I hope you guys are all having an awesome time wherever you may be on planet Earth. Chaku, the half Saiyan. Hopefully, I said that right. Let me know if I said it wrong at all. Welcome. This is going to be a bit of a shorter stream today, just because I'm a little bit sleepy, and it's 1:40 here in the UK. So, yeah. But here I want to talk a little bit about Cobra Kai and the Cobra Kai craze. Now, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Zayao the One. I am in the chat. What's up? Nice display picture. I love it. Chaku, hey Chaku, how you doing? Mike, chosen one. How old are you? 23 now. FaZe Cloudy, hey. Yeah, so 23 years old. Hey, FaZe Cloudy, how are you guys doing today? It's crazy to think, isn't it, that we are only a few days removed from the release of Cobra Kai Season 3. It's literally just around the corner. And I gotta say, I'm super excited. Just the fact that we're so close now, I'm so stoked. Hey, Cobra Kai Studio. Hey, chosen one. Hey, man, how you doing? How are you doing? Just crazy to think that we're only literally a few days away from just the release of just all of us just binging the whole season. Yeah, it's currently 1:42 a.m. here in the UK, so yeah, I'm probably gonna binge it. Are you gonna pull an all night with we on Jan? Yeah, 100% an all nighter. Trust me, I'm gonna go live. We're gonna do a watch party. I'll let you guys watch me as I watch the whole season, and then I'll do like a season review, and then I'll go through afterwards each episode talking about the characters, the character choices in each episode, what was set up, and all the little, interesting details and all that kind of stuff. Chaku says, I find interesting the first trailer made Dimitri look like the badass, and then the Ad Hawk is the badass. Yeah, it's crazy that, isn't it? It's sort of like the juxtaposition between Hawk and Dimitri. I really feel like they're taking center stage this season, those two. Cobra Kai Studio says, doing good, man. About to get on the road for a few hours, then get a 3-day break to play catch out, laughing my ass off. Well, hopefully you enjoy that good little rest, man. You've earned it. You have earned it. I'll be pulling an all-nighter myself, and hell yeah, I'll be here for the watch party. Oh, that's amazing, dude. Like it's crazy. Like I'm just feeling like the one Brit guy just going absolutely insane watching this show that. Because over here in the UK, like people know of it, but it's not really like massive as much as it is in the US. It's very strange because to me, I love the show. I absolutely loved it. My mum got me into the movies when I was a kid, so I kind of just naturally transitioned over. Black Metal Nazgul says John Crease. Yeah, judging from the clip with the snakes, he's going to be up to some fuckery this season, isn't he? Chaku says, I really want to know how the Miyagi-Do students will keep up with Crease's training methods. Well, you see, this is the thing. If you didn't reintroduce Chosen, I'd say Miyagi-Do would be absolutely creamed. I mean, with the way Hawk was beating whatever he was beating up in the trailer, the weapons being on the wall, Crease using snakes, Chosen gives Miyagi-Do some much-needed grit. I mean, Chosen is a very classically trained kind of fighter. And I feel like if he in any capacity carries over his teachings to the Miyagi-Do students, I'm telling you, he gives Miyagi-Do some grit, some absolute grit. There you go. Let's go for a little highlight of your comments. Oh, here we go. What's this? NFL Cobra Kai and Roblox. Hi, dude. What's up? How are you? Black Metal Nezgul says, I think the OG Cobra Kais were right from the get-go. Crease is bad news. Yeah, this is the thing with Crease. Is you remember that scene in season 2 halfway when Johnny tracks him to the homeless shelter and Crease is telling him that story? I honest to God feel like Crease was telling the truth. He was honestly telling the truth. He got low. He lost everything. But underneath that, he's secretly, he's secretly pulling this massive string that enables him to craft this carefully constructed plan to take everything back that he wants. It's just, I feel like the only way for his character to end is either redemption at the right moment. And by redemption, I mean, I often get pissed off, excuse my French, for characters who redeem themselves and then die. I don't really like that. But in the context of Crease, I could see him going out in a very tragic way. And it's sort of like, I don't know if any of you have seen Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars show, but there's a character in that show, and he dies, and he says the nightmare is finally over. And it feels like that. It's like when Tony Stark dies in Endgame. He's like, you can finally rest now. It's something like that. Not that emotional, but sort of the way he would deal with it. His final line will be like, the war is finally over. That's something like that. All-nighter on Zoom. Do I would be so down to do all that kind of stuff. That would be absolutely amazing. Seeing Tori invade the LaRusso home makes me think Hawk and Mitch will invade Dimitri's home. That's what I was going to pass to you guys. I was going to say, what if they start splitting up the groups into different groups, and then they just start running amok and going and attacking all these different settlements. So like the dealership, the houses. It's going to be a madness. Would you ever try to collab with Star Wars Cobra Kai Theory? I know he's a bigger channel. Oh, you mean me or Cobra Kai Studio? I mean, look, I mean, if it was to me, I'm not sure if it was. Chosen One, you should make a Zoom for the all night. Do you know what? I might actually do that. I might see if I can get David from Team Rubalcava interested in that. Maybe we can get like a sort of group thing together where we all watch it together, and we all just go absolutely nuts for a few hours just watching it. That would be amazing. Like all these people from all over the world coming together. That's awesome. Well, I'm off on the road. I'll be listening to the live, but can't chat, my friends. Cobra Kai Studio, you have safe travels, my friend. And as always, it's good to see you guys and girls. If you love my videos, make sure you go over to this channel over here, Cobra Kai Studio. Some badass videos over there. Always happy to do a nice little plug. Right, what's this? Chosen One, tell everybody. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can get word around to a couple of people. And see if I can assemble a squad. But yeah, if the question was to me or not, I'm not too sure. Would I ever try to collab with Star Wars Theory or Cobra Kai? I would love to. Like, I honest to God would love to. I look up to that guy so much, and everything that he's done for the Star Wars fandom and just his Cobra Kai fandom. Yeah, I've literally been sitting here eating these Lindor chocolates, and I've just reached the last one. Very sad. I would love to work with him. It would be absolutely amazing. It would just be an honor. And the thing is, there's levels to fandom for me. In terms of Star Wars fans, you get the casuals who just watch the movies. You get the lorists, who know every single detail there is. And they're fans fan, That's what Star Wars Theory is. I'm the level just below him. Like, I know Star Wars movies. Like, I could recite you the whole movie. Like each movie, I could recite to you the whole script by myself. But, like in terms of the EU and Legends, I've learned most of that from him. But I'd love to work with him. I really would. I mean, hey, if my channel ever gets to a point where it's big enough, I would, honest to God, just please, if you guys could go over to Cobra Kai Theory, just say, get Chosen One Invader 2. Get Jacob Invader Episode 2. I would absolutely love it. Star Wars Theory is one of the most realist... Oh, hey, Stu. Star Wars Theory is one of the most realist YouTubers I've watched. Absolute facts right here. My Ninja Stuart here said it best. Star Wars Theory is one of the most realist YouTubers I've watched. I could not fucking agree more with that statement. Is it just me or does Hawk seem kind of pissed in... I know that's not saying much, but Hawk is a funny guy still, and season 3 seems... Yeah, the thing is with that is that I feel like Hawk has more to prove. After... He's literally lost every fight he's been in since the Valley, and I really feel like he needs a win. And as much as I'm enjoying Dimitri's confidence and all that, Hawk really needs a major win under his belt. So I really feel like you're going to get a lot of Hawk this season, going absolutely ballistic on people. Mike H says, I think Chosen will kill. Chosen would absolutely murder Crease. Like, this is the thing I've said about Chosen. He gives Miyagi-Do the grit. He gives teeth in its bite. Chosen is absolutely lethal and dangerous. Like he had Daniel on the floor and was gonna shove a spear through his chest, you know, just as a threat. Like he would make Crease. He would make Crease crap himself on the spot. Though killing Crease would, yeah, that's the thing. He won't kill him, but he'd definitely beat his ass. Crease can beat Chosen, but with Johnny and Daniel's help, maybe Chosen kills Crease. Maybe, but it all depends on the journey that Chosen has been on since we last saw him. And I feel like Chosen will have gone down the road of honoring his master Sato. And I feel like he's going to be instrumental in helping Daniel heal from the loss of Miyagi. And you're really going to see the sort of bond between those two in a sense where, you know, not like buddy-buddy, but, you know, mutual respect kind of thing. Black Metal Nazgul says, have you watched the YouTube channel History of the Ages? That's one of my favorite Lord of the Rings channels, him and Men of the West. I'm going to be honest, I like the Lord of the Rings movies, but I haven't actually watched them in so long. I definitely, I would love to vouch for these channels. I definitely give them a watch. So if any of you are Lord of the Rings fans, make sure you go head on over to these channels, give them a little check out and see what they're saying. Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. Yeah, what up, big dog player? I was just lamping here with the boo and you showed up like a black eye. Oh, man. Dude. Whoa. It's good to see you too, Chubby Teddy. Welcome back, man. Chosen as a unit, man. Oh, yeah, 100%. The guy's an absolute fucking tank. You can never have too much Hawk. Yes, I agree. I agree with that. Chosen would destroy Mike Barnes. Yes, he would. And look, this is my problem with the Karate Kid trilogy. So spoilers for Karate Kid 3 and all that, just because, you know, I like to put it out there in the ether. Is Mike Barnes, like, when he's brought in, they advertise him as like the karate bad boy or whatever. And okay, cool, but the problem is that Daniel just beat Chosen in a fight for his life. Like, you can't do that. You can't go from that to that. It's like going from Palpatine to Hornswoggle in WWE. Just no. Mike Barnes just plays. Yes, he does. He's filthy. Doesn't understand. Yeah, real karate isn't in his MO. He just use whatever moves he can to just, you know, whip out the competition. Chosen will show him real karate. Yeah, Chosen would smack his ass. He'll smack his ass, and Mike will smile and like it. Daniel performed kata and won. Yeah, Daniel performed kata, but he's the protagonist in it, and he's got that Miyagi training. I think Hawk kills Kyler. Do you know, that's interesting? If they do you know, I really don't want them to kill off Kyler. Like, I wouldn't mind if Hawk beats the shit out of him, but don't kill him off. Like, there's a lot of potential with that Kyler, with that character. And I honestly got Choco the Half Saiyan said it perfectly. I think Hawk and Kyler team. How interesting would it be? In season 1, you have Eli and Dimitri versus Hawk, and in season 3, you have Hawk and Kyler against Dimitri. That is such an interesting transition. Where do you come up with this shit, dude? Lol. Yeah, I agree. Yo, Chosen One, what sequel trilogy or original trilogy creature you want to see show up in the Book of Boba Fett? I hope we see Nyan Numb Dude getting cray in a street fight. You remember in Return of the Jedi how when they're attacking the Death Star and he just goes like, it'd be nice if he could do that again. In terms of creatures, I wouldn't mind seeing that little bastard, Salacious Crumb. You know, the one that was eating C-3PO's eye out. I want to see that one come back and Boba Fett just one-shot him. But yeah, in terms of like other things, I want to see more bounty hunters. I want to see Dengar. I want to see Bosk. I just want to see all of that. Like, I feel like Mandalorian is good for building Mandalore and bringing the Death Watch and all that to live action, Boba Fett can really just focus on the bounty hunters. Like, I really love that. I heard the Cobra Kai creators are going to expand the lore and make comic books. Oh, shit. Maybe they'll make a comic when Johnny meets and gets laid with Shannon. Oh, dear. We're going down the Star Wars route. I don't mind the comic books and stuff. Like, they're enjoyable, and I'm sure the fans would love them. But where I don't want them to fall into the category of is, I've said it before, and this is something that Star Wars suffers with, is instead of telling you all the information you need in the movie, we're going to tell you half the information you need, and we're going to leave the other half in a book that you have to read 5 years from now to understand the movie. It's like, no, fuck off with that shit. Make it make sense in the bloody movie. I don't mind them expanding the lore, though. That would be awesome. Just seeing a bit of Johnny and Robbie's backstory, that would be sick. Miguel's backstory, even, that could be cool. I feel like if Kyler dies, they didn't need to break. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, Kyler makes for he'll make for a good death, but I feel like it's a waste, a very big waste. Mike H says, I think Kyler kills Dimitri. Oh, no, that would annoy me. Oh, no. Oh, no, I wouldn't like that at all. Oh, no, I would not like that at all. I feel like Dimitri is going to be, yeah, look, Stuart says it here. I hope not, man. I like where Dimitri's character is going. Yeah, me too, man. I really feel like Dimitri has a lot to offer. So I wouldn't really want them to kill him off. Maybe injure him. I don't mind that. You know, even if it's like a Miguel injury, but don't kill him off. Come on. Not Dimitri. If Robbie joins Cobra Kai, I have a feeling a unity will start with Hawk and Tori against Crease, with Robbie being the star student. Do you know what? That is crazy. If Robbie does join Cobra Kai, he's going to be the best. Because as I've said it before, like in his fight with Miguel, he has this inner rage. When he's pissed off, he's dangerous. You know, he was swinging at Miguel hard. So him being the son of Johnny and naturally inheriting this anger, I feel like he's got the natural tendency to be an absolute great Cobra Kai. Like a natural Cobra Kai. I've said it before. If you were asking me to compare the fighters of Miguel and Robbie, arguably the two best fighters, besides like Daniel and Johnny, obviously, Johnny's son Robbie for me is the more naturally gifted. Like Sam, they're naturally gifted and better, but Miguel has the determination to be better anyway. So they sort of even it out. I can see Kyler and his gang jumping Dimitri with Hawk. Yeah, that would be interesting, innit? I mean, like, Hawk was willing to do that to Dimitri in the comic book store, innit? And do you know what's funny? If you watch that episode again, look in the background of the comic book store. You can see, like, Black Panther shirts. You can see Thor Ragnarok toys. It's crazy. I'm surprised that they weren't able, you know, they didn't want to hide that stuff a bit more. I do think Kyler kills Dimitri. I mean, we've not got long until the show airs. I really hope not. You know, I just feel like it would be a waste. You know, given the choice of Kyler and Dimitri, get Kyler fucking out of there. Keep Dimitri. But if you're going to keep them both, oh, that would be amazing. Black Metal says, have you seen the movie Clockwork Orange? Do you know what? I actually haven't. I don't think. Let me have a look at the synopsis here. Let me have a little look. Oh, I'm stupid. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever actually sat down to watch it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually sat down to watch it. I do know what film you're on about. Yeah, is it the one with what's his name? Done by Stanley Kubrick, and all that. I really feel like I would love to watch that. I might check that out. Might do a little review on it. I'll keep you posted. Chaku says, I hope on the soccer field after Dimitri trips Hawk, he asks how was the fall like Bobby. Do you know what? That's what's great about this show is the parallels, just the symbolism, the layers. The parallels between this show and the movies are amazing. And if they do that, and it's such an image of that scene, I will just love it. It will be perfect. It will bring everything full circle. That would be amazing. That's a very good shout, Chaku. Very good shout. Let me know if I'm butchering the name. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Chubby says, yeah, that would be lit as fuck if they bring in them bounty hunters, Forlom and Zuckus bringing the ruckus to all them Twi'leks. That's a good rhyme. That's a good. Do you know what? You should honestly put that like onto paper, man. Write like a little Star Wars rap song or something. But yeah, that would be sick. Seeing Forlom and like that's what's great about these shows is you can do so much with the background characters. You can see more of Bosk, Forlom, all these sick characters that hang around in the background. Got to keep it gangster. I agree. I think, yeah, but I would like to see Forlom and Zuckuss. That they would be great additions to Star Wars, or to like the shows. Mike says, I think Crease kills somebody. Very likely. That is, I would not put it past him. You know, I definitely think there's going to be a death this season. It's just the question is, who's it going to be? You know, it's, I mean, that death of Tommy, man, that got me fucked up, man. I can't handle it. Yeah, I'm going to struggle if they kill off someone, you know. Cinema Fan 97 says, it's a great movie. You should watch it. And yes, it's from Kubrick. Right. Okay. There you go, guys. Yeah, I've got my next film. I'll probably watch that maybe. Oh, what am I doing tomorrow? Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to watch it tomorrow evening or tonight evening, UK time. I'm going to watch it tonight. Kiamil Ayala, let me know if I've said that wrong at all, buddy. I am so excited. Oh, yeah, dude, it's literally days away. I'm just counting the days. It's amazing. How far do you think Dimitri will get with Yasmin? Fourth base? No, I'm joking. I feel like there's potential there. Like, it'll be interesting because on the video I did, a lot of the responses were kind of mixed. People seem to think that Yasmin's actually playing him in order to gain her respect back. And a lot of others think it's just Dimitri using her and then tossing her aside kind of thing. So it's interesting. I do feel like there's a lot of potential there for it to expand a bit further. It's a very interesting question, that one. How far do you think Dimitri will get with Yasmin? It's very interesting. I'm gonna have to think on that one a little bit. Cinema Fan 97 says, do you think Bobby and Jimmy will be in season 3? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, after season 2 and the reception that they got, I think it's highly possible that we'd see Bobby and Jimmy again. I loved them in season 2. I thought that episode of them riding their bike. I mean, it's a shame that Dutch didn't come back, but them riding their bikes together, you know, with that song playing, oh man, it was just amazing. I loved it. It was brilliant. And such a farewell to Tommy and get him a body bag. Yeah. Tragically ended in one as well, man. Great character. Cobra Kai definitely going to develop a criminal rep in season 3. Oh yeah, for sure. With Crease at the helm, you know, letting snakes on the dojo, sending your students around other people's houses, you know, Hawk beating the shit out of something. There's definitely going to be some problems with that, for sure. Definitely going to have some criminal rep developing. Black Metal Nazgul says, maybe change your name to the Chosen One. Lol. Do you know what? I actually considered that because the amount of Cobra Kai I've covered, it really justifies it. My only thing is that I really based it off of Anakin Skywalker. So what I could do is keep it as it is now, but for Cobra Kai videos, have the Chosen logo and then have like the letter Z just smack on screen over the S. I think that would be absolutely sick. It'd be a great play on words as well. Be an absolute great play on words. Yeah, it's good, something to keep in mind there, actually. I might actually do that in a creative way. I think I'll keep the channel name the same, but I might do it for the videos, like a creative sort of Chosen. 15 people here in the stream. 15 people. I hope you're all doing well. I think Bobby and Jimmy fight Crease. It is very possible. You know, anything is on the table now. I think it goes both ways. Dimitri and Yasmin both think the other is hot. Yeah, it's going to sort of play into, you know, that thing of 16 people. God damn. Can we get to 20 people? Maybe. I think it goes both ways. Dimitri and Yasmin both think the other is hot. Yeah, and there's just sort of, as I said with Dimitri, it's the swagger, it's the confidence. It's just, I think that's just all he needed. Cinema Fan 97, do you think Dutch will come back too? Chaku says F Dutch. That little asshole. Hey, do you guys remember in the original Karate Kid movie when they're on the soccer field, Daniel gets tackled down, he's like, it sucks, man. It sucks. And you just see Dutch in the background just shaking his head like, oh, man. Detective Bat says, Dad bod Dutch isn't needed. Let's see this. I think Dimitri cares. This is from Detective Bat also. I think Dimitri cares that much if he's being used. He's never had a girlfriend, so either way he's having fun. Yeah, like I see it as that too. Like Dimitri's probably just... There's a great quote from the Captain America movie, right? It was done by the scientist. Something to do with a man who has no... Do you know what? Let me look it up. A man who has no power. Hang on, was it no power? Captain America quote. I want to recite it word for word. Here we go. Because the strong man who has known power all his life may lose respect for that power, but a weak man knows the value of strength and knows. And it kind of cuts off. But essentially, that's what the crux of what I'm getting at is that Dimitri respects the power he has, and because he's such a nerd, you know, he's going to be saying with great Miyagi-Do comes great, you know, responsibility and that kind of stuff. Chubby Teddy says, "Hey man, do you think that Evan Tube kid got all them goils now or friend zone?" I honestly have no clue. That's something I really have no clue. Evan Tube, is that? Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really follow Evan Tube. Right, let's catch up with these comments. As I said, guys, community and engagement is a very big thing for me. So, you know, if any of you guys were to super chat, I'd love you for it. But I don't mind if you guys just, you know, leave a nice little message here. I can just sort of talk to you and it's a bit more personal. I wonder if Daniel's friend from Karate Kid Part 1 will come back in Cobra Kai. Sorry, forgot his name. The guy who invited Daniel to the beach before he met Ali. Oh, I know the one you're on about. Yeah, I think it was Freddy. Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what I always found fucking weird, right? Is he wants to befriend Daniel, right? And then he sees that Daniel gets his ass beat. Let me just take a quick sip of water. Passionate about this. Oh, that is apple and blackcurrant squash. Oh, delicious. Is Freddy's friends with him, and then all of a sudden Daniel gets his ass beat, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, nah, I'm just gonna fuck off. No, I gotta fuck off now. I gotta go away. And then all of a sudden he's at the tournament at the end cheering for Daniel. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, right. So you disappear through the hard times and you come back for the rewards. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. I was hoping Daniel would crane kick his ass past the stands. Stuart says Cobra Kai, I think, is going to get darker and darker by season by season. Yes, it's going off the back of season 2's ending. I feel like this season's going to have a lot of tension and a lot of drama. In the sense of, you know, the characters are going to be put through some serious perilous situation. I mean, when Amanda is getting involved in slapping Crease, that to me communicates all I need to know. Freddy Fernandez, boom. Cinema fan said it. Chaku says, to be honest, whenever I look at Daniel through the eyes of Cobra Kai, he seems like such a little twerp. Especially in season 1. Like, Johnny's literally just trying to make a living and a comeback, and Daniel's just being a bit of a jerk. You know, he's like, just go away, Daniel. Piss off. But I do feel for him, though. I feel like he is missing Miyagi in his life. Miyagi played such a pivotal role. How do you think Sam would feel about Dimitri dating Yasmin? Well, I mean, given the fact that Yasmin and Sam weren't exactly on good terms the last time, it could be interesting. Yasmin isn't really on good terms with a lot of people since the last time we saw her. So that will be interesting. Yeah, him, Freddie, thank you. Sir Telly Godslayer. Hopefully I said that right, buddy. Never going to like Dimitri. I just think he's cringe. We see that's the thing with Dimitri, and I've said it before, is that yes, Dimitri is cringe, but I feel like I feel like people relate to him a lot more than they let on. And Dimitri, if I'm being honest, was me in school. If I have to be honest, I was just like the kind of socially awkward guy that would make random jokes and one-liners. And what I love is the bond between him and Daniel. Like, as soon as, like, you know, we got Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen in there, and I'm just Sam Tarly. He's like, Sam Tarly did kill a White Walker. You watch Game of Thrones? Oh, I am so down with GOT. Like, I feel like Dimitri needs to be confident within himself and feel so happy to be who he is. You know, he's seen himself as weird when in reality he's actually a good guy. He just doesn't, you know, and I relate to him in the aspect that nowadays I kind of accept my, you know, geeky quirks for whatever. But when I was around that age, man, I was like, fuck Star Wars, fuck pop culture, you know, it's nerd shit, you know. So it's, yeah. No Cobra Kai channel ever talks about Freddy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make a video on him just because I want to talk about that arsehole, because I've got some harsh words for that piece of shit. Dimitri is just the embodiment of my nerd laugh. Yeah, that's the thing. He's a nerd. He's nerd. You know, I think we can all relate to that a little bit. Freddy, the kid that started it all. Freddy pretends like he doesn't know Johnny is a karate black belt. Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? He's from the area. He knows what Johnny's capable of. He sees Daniel. Daniel lays a punch on him. Like, how could you not stand by your friend? Like, he lays a punch on him at least, and he gets owned. Freddie saw that he wasn't popular and then fucked off. Yeah, pretty much just like an arsehole would. Now, one thing I will say about the Karate Kid remake that I actually preferred is when they sort of replay out that scene with the bullies, is that the new guy, like the Freddy in this equation, actually sticks with Dre. So I actually appreciated that. It made more sense. Choco the Half Saiyan, he knew he tricked Daniel because he was scared of Johnny, so he decided to allow Daniel to take the fall. Well, yeah, come on. He's asleep for the drama, awake for the money. Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. Yo, gangsters, smash that like button. Like Playboy Carti, smash like Jesus Christ. I don't know where you come up with these, buddy, but you are absolutely insane. I love you. Just spitting these one-liners. It's amazing. Keep at it, Chubby. I really, really appreciate the support, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well and kickstarting 2021 with a bang. Loser should have tagged in after Daniel fell. Well, yeah, that's what any friend would do. I mean, in that situation, and one of my friends goes down, I'm jumping in. Yeah, Dimitri, in a way, has given more confidence to approach women. Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely different than that when he approached Yasmin at the beach when he's like, "Happy birthday!" Yeah, that was cringe. Yeah, I didn't really like that at all. Detective Bat says Dimitri is a lot of people. That's one of the reasons why people relate to him more than anyone. He isn't that bad as some people make him out to be. No, that is exact. Detective Bat just said it perfectly. We relate to him more than anyone. He isn't that bad as some people make him out to be. And I've said this before. There's a lot of projection when it comes to characters and how we feel about them. A lot of people don't like Dimitri because he's a reflection of the way people actually are. A lot of us are nerds. But because of society's norms, we're not allowed to say it. And unfortunately, here on my channel, we're allowed to say it. So you guys can revel in all the fandoms. I mean, look at how crazy this is. We've got a ninja. We've got Chubby Teddy. We've got a Half Saiyan. We've got Batman. We've got a cinema fan. Like, this is crazy. I love this. I love this. Community matters. Really great comment there, Bat. Do you think Yasmin would like Game of Thrones? Well, it depends on Dimitri, innit? I'm sure Dimitri can charm her. Maybe get after. I mean, aside from the incest scenes, that are in the early episodes. Hi simp from Miyagi-Do. Can I play? Can you play? First, you need a controller. Sorry, that was a terrible pun. I have some terrible puns nowadays. Are you a fan of Alien and Predator? Yes, I'm a fan of the first Alien and the second Alien, and I'm a fan of the original Predator and the second Predator. Every Predator movie since then just feels like generic Hollywood just trying to... This is the thing that Hollywood does. They feel like because it's a sequel, we need something to be bigger to make it more scary. And with the recent Predator film, we take the Predator and we make him like this ultra Super Saiyan Predator. It's like, no, that's not what the original Predator was. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, walking around a forest with his commando squad, getting picked off one by one in a tense fashion. It was amazing for the time. Absolutely amazing. And the Alien films, I mean, they make me uncomfortable, but they're very well shot, very, brilliantly edited. And while the story's a bit, lackadaisy on some of them, I do feel like there is a lot of potential there for these kind of things to sort of grow. Wayan Khan, are you excited? Oh, is that a Logan display picture? Oh, good. Fellow Marvel fan. I love it. Am I excited for season 3 of Cobra Kai? Yeah, of course, 100%. I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for this season for ages now. We should be on season 4 by now. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. And I'm so happy they released it early. 18 people in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 18 people. Can we get to 20? Can we get to 20? Black Metal Nazgul says, have you played the new Kakarot game? Do you know what? I actually haven't. I was tempted to, but I'm in the middle of a Dragon Ball Z rewatch. I watched it a lot as a kid, but I've really been meaning to you know, get on board with it kind of thing. And sort of catch up on the story fully before I sort of invest myself in that. But I have played the game I do have is Dragon Ball Z Fighters, I think. Let me just check. Let me just check on my thingy mabob. Okay, let's go to my library. Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I love playing that game, but for God's sake, it makes me rage. Trunks is my favorite. Super Saiyan Trunks is badass. It's the sword. Cobra Kai is getting so much hype, lol. Imagine Jaden Smith pops up. What's his dojo? Well, in canon, Robbie says to Daniel when they're training in the forest, I feel like I'm Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan or something. So we already know that Jaden can't pop up in canon. But if Jaden was to just randomly pop up, could you imagine that? He just pops up like, sup? And then it just gets completely slapped. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's a great comment. If Tori and Yasmin got into an argument, no stopping it, though I think Yasmin would be scared of... Do you know what, right? In season 2, at the start, when Aisha's telling Yasmin about their interaction, she's like, what, so you gave her a front wedgie? I think Tori would absolutely roast Yasmin alive. She would eat her for breakfast. Absolutely eat her for breakfast. Sean Rios, you're the best. Oh, I mean, I'm the best, yeah, but, you know, some would say you're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever take it down. Oh, is it keep you down? I probably butchered that lyric, and I know that song like the inside out. What do you think Mike Barnes is likely up to during the events of Cobra Kai? Well, this is an interesting question. What was he doing after Karate Kid 3? What happened to this guy? Did he just disappear into the ether? Like, what happened with his potential deal with Silver? What happened with Silver's businesses? Like, this is some stuff that I really hope they delve into. And I'm just, oh, man, I'm really excited for it. Chucku the Half Saiyan says, Jaden Smith doing some Kung Fu. I wouldn't mind laughing my ass. Do you know what? I actually wouldn't mind. Like, this is the thing. I honest to God wouldn't mind. If you can get Jackie Chan back as Mr. Han, then I really wouldn't mind if you brought Jaden Smith back. I don't mind. Like, you can sort of just have it like in a separate kind of part of the valley. It's like, hey, we've got a new dojo coming to town. They call themselves the Karate Dojo, but they're actually Kung Fu. I don't think Jaden Smith's Karate Kid is canon, the OG. No. Yeah, that's the thing. Jaden Smith's Karate Kid film is not canon to these ones. And the fact that they reference Jackie Chan in universe, that to me just kind of, it kind of deems it non-canonical for me. But if they were to do it, then, I don't mind. I don't mind. Sean says, because season 3 is going to be the best around. 100. Oh, God, I'm so excited. Oh, God, do you remember the hype for season 2? And then it plays, Cruel Summer over the trailer. Oh, I love it. Chaku says, same, but it wouldn't break canon per se. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could kind of sort of just ignore it as like a sort of one-off kind of thing. So, I mean, again, if they do it, I don't mind. But please, bring Mr. Han. Jackie Chan in this universe would be sick. Just having Johnny and Daniel and Jackie Chan and like Miguel, Robbie, and Dre. I'd like that. Eric Math says, do you think that Dimitri is going to stop hanging out with Yasmin? Well, this is the thing, is that this season is that I've always said the third act of anything is not just your redemption piece, but it's where you bring the trilogy full circle. Now, I know we've got season 4, but you've seen it before with trilogies. They take characters from the first installment and they bring them back, or they change something about them. We've got Louis back from season 1. We've got Kyla back from season 1. We've got Yasmin back from season 1. Like, we're going right back to the beginning, and I feel like there's going to be a big reveal. Now, in the tournament, and then Crease just shows up at the dojo speaking to Johnny at the end of season 1. I think you're going to see a scene, right? A short scene of maybe Miguel and Robbie fighting from season 1, and Crease just standing to the side. Like, literally, Crease is just going to be standing there as like a little flashback to say, hey, he was watching the whole time. Like, it's going to... Something like that. While humming Dimitri... Yeah. Do you know what? That's the thing. If Dimitri is in the All Valley, I'm putting money on it. Right? I'm putting a bet on it. Dimitri is going to get that song because they didn't use it in season 1. I guarantee you. 100% guarantee is he's beating opponents. It's just going to go, you're the best around. And it would be brilliant if he starts humming it and singing it to himself. You got that voice, bro. You got the touch. Now, the question is, does everyone in this chat have the touch? Do they have the power? If any of you can catch that reference, then I love you lot. Sean Rio says, I can't wait for season 3 to come out. Oh, neither can I. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Ooh, can't wait. Mustang Midnight. Hey, what's up? I love that display picture. It's so majestic. Do you think Terry Silver will show up at the end of season 3? Yes, 100%. Terry Silver and Mike Barnes for sure, or at least one of them. But I feel like they're setting up for something big going forward, and it's a good a time as any to bring them in. Have you heard the theory that Yasmin is Tom Cole's daughter? Well, you know what? That would actually make a whole lot of sense, given that Yasmin is just snotty, snobby, and whatever. And do you know what? You could actually make that a good story as to why Yasmin's such an arsehole, because Tom Cole is also an arsehole. And when Daniel bloody swipes that thing out of his hand, oh, brilliant. Ty says, bro, hey, broski. Bro, thoughts on Boba Fett? Not going to lie, feels Disney is oversaturating the Mando universe, so that's just me. Well, you see, this is the thing, is I do worry that there is a lot of oversaturation at play. And I really hope that we don't go down that route. And I hope that the quality stays like The Mandalorian. And I just don't want them to lose focus. And man, I'm just so happy for Temuera Morrison. I just see Django. Like, when he uses his seismic charge in Mandalorian, oh my God, I was so fucking hyped. Oh, Chaku says, imagine blue-haired Hawk meeting red-haired Hawk. Whoa, I could become even more badass. Yeah, that's a good point. What hair color do you think he may have? Because I think he's going to change from red. Give him purple or something. That'd be sick. Give him purple. Sir Telly says, Transformers. More than meets the eye. Love it. Ty says, the Lost Transformers movie. Yes. 1986. Transformers 1986. Now, I was born in 1997, and I can say that movie is hands down better than anyone that's ever been released. So great. I mean, well, I say that, but, you know, I mean, them killing Optimus, that's something I'll never forgive. Ironhide, Brawn, damn. Detective Bat says, Terry Silver will pull a Palpatine in the end of season. Yes. You just imagine it. He's sitting there in the dojo, and he's like, hey, Johnny, the dark side of karate is the pathway to many dojos some consider to be unnatural. Clara Guest says, hi, what's up? Juan Manuel Valverde Julio. Anyone here actually do karate? Well, this is the thing. I actually wanted to when I was younger, but I never actually got around to it. So, I mean, I'm looking to actually take it up when all this COVID stuff goes away, you know, just to like do it for like adult, just fun. Chaku says, I did 2 years ago, but stopped. Oh, how was it, Chaku? Tell us more about it. Tell us more. Guinea Pig Gamer, Mike is the dad of Tori, I'm calling it. You know what? That would make sense given that Tori is an app. She's like, we are the sins of our fathers kind of thing. We're very much like our parents. It naturally just instills down in us. It's very true, like nature versus nurture kind of thing. Such a great discussion. I love this. Cinema Fan 97. I think Silver is more likely than Barnes. He's Crease's BFF. Let me take a sip of water. And it's from the Valley, while Barnes was from out of town, and I doubt he stayed in the Valley after losing to Daniel. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I do think Silver is before Barnes, though. I think we're going to see Silver first, because at the end of the day, as cool as Daniel Johnny teaming up is, Johnny beat Crease by himself. Now, you could say, well, maybe Crease let him. No, I don't think that. I think Johnny just overpowered him. So Crease needs another guy in his corner that is as bad as he is, if not worse. Franklin says, is Chosen going to meet Johnny? I would love that. I would. Oh my God, I've got so many comments to go through. I love this, guys. You guys are awesome. I would love that. I would honestly love that. Chosen meeting Johnny, that'd be sick. Juan Manuel says, what type of karate? Ninja says, Stuart says, The Mandalorian has saved the Star Wars universe brand, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Like, I like the sequels more than I dislike them, but at the end of the day, you cannot deny that scene, right? Spoilers if you haven't seen it. I'm sure we all have. That scene of Luke at the end of season 2 saved the fucking franchise. And not even that, Baby Yoda, you know, it's just simple stuff because it took Star Wars back to basics, you know? and not just retreading stuff we've done before. I think it'd be hilarious if the TV lady that bitched at John. That would be even better, I have to say. The hilarious TV lady that bitched at Johnny turned out to be Yasmin's mum. Can you imagine that? It's like, you're that dumb idiot that hung my TV on the right. It's like, no, I did. I said you were bitching at me. Bitch. And this is it. Yasmin represents a stereotypical Beverly Hills blonde girl. I live in Cali, so I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you live in Cali? Oh, awesome. Stateside, eh? Like, this is the thing, is there's a big stereotype in Hollywood about the blonde chicks, and trust me, it feels like it's a very good stereotype because they all fucking feel like that. Dumb blondes. No disrespect to any blondes in this chat. I used to be blonde myself. Got love for you. Gabrielle says, Season 3 finale, Miguel versus the school Ouch. Ouch. You know, like how in Harry Potter, when they're about to face the boggart, right? And like it transforms into like your worst thing. What if like Miguel's looking at it and then all of a sudden the boggart just transforms into a staircase and it just goes ridiculous. It just kicks it out the window. Itai Mandalorian is literally pulling the Star Wars franchise with the remains of. Oh, that hurt me, man. Seeing that ship get blown up. Oh man, I was almost in tears, man. I was like, no. And I bet you all the people that bought the deluxe sets were crying. Ooh. What do you think Robbie and Aisha would think of each other if they got to know each other? This is the thing, is I feel like a lot of the characters, once they get to know each other, and actually, it's all about perception. Getting to know each other it leads to an understanding, in my opinion. And I feel like there's a lot of growth that comes through that. As we could potentially see with Robbie and Miguel. We've reached 20 people in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 20 people. 20 people. I love it. Chaku the Half Saiyan says, if Robbie joins Cobra Kai, he could be the one Hawk beats down. It has to be serious hatred for him to get bloody knuckles and shirts off. That is an interesting point. I feel like it could be Kyler because there's history there, but Robbie did send his best friend over a staircase, so it's possible. You never know. And maybe Robbie just gets completely fucked up. My style. Oh my god, I have so many comments to go through. This is crazy. Detective Bat says, my style, you call it the art of fighting without fighting. Stuart says Tori's a badass woman. Oh yeah, I mean that intro alone, I'll take him on. Oh, that's my kind of woman right there. Chaku says, also it was fun but hard. I get nearest to the test, but the people were kind. Oh, that's great. I got more confident at facing my bullies at the time. This comment right here, I love this. This right here, this is the foundation that Karate Kid was built on, is this kind of stuff right here, is that it helps you deal with your bullies and protect others. And Chaku, major respect. Again, that's why I feel like a lot of people relate to Dimitri. I mean, I had my fair share back in school, and unfortunately I didn't get any karate to go and beat the crap out of everyone, but, you know, I went a different route. But I can relate to that. So, you know, it's a brave thing to even admit it, man. Clara says, I think Miguel is not going to walk. Potentially, but I feel like maybe for most of the season. At the end of the season, he'll be out of the chair. Cobra Kai season 3. No, oh, I think I read that. Guinea Pig Gamer. I did kids karate at 5, and then I got obsessed with Star Wars. And look at my name, you can see that I love to be lazy. So yeah, but honestly, it's fun. You love Star Wars, yeah? That's awesome. Stuart says Dave Filoni, John Favreau, and George Lucas, perfect team. I absolutely 100% agree with that. David Jameson, I'd like Miguel to get a win against the staircase and say you'll never get the best of this Cobra student again. Yeah, just kick the railing. And Robbie as well. Yeah, of course. Bro, thoughts on the whole Mando and Bo-Katan Darksaber arc? Well, this is the thing. Bo-Katan took the saber from Sabine Wren at the end of Rebels, so it doesn't make any sense to me. But where Moff Gideon is cunning is he didn't let Mando beat him. If he wins, he takes the child, he escapes. If he loses, he causes conflict for Mando and Bo-Katan. So either way he wins. It's genius what he did. Absolutely genius. But I feel like now that Baby Yoda or Grogu is out of the picture and is clearly training with Luke, I feel like Din Djarin is going to be like the new ruler of Mandalore. Like, I know Bo-Katan's been the ruler before, but nah, I'm sorry. I'm Team Din Djarin. Let him have it. Chaku says that's why you got to go after the brown head who would want to date Sam. Oh dear. I just thought of something even better. The TV lady is Tom Cole's ex-wife, and they're both Yasmin's parents. Do you know the definition of a Jerry Springer shit show of a family right there? Family comedies right there. You ever see that Family Guy episode where the family sort of goes on TV to work shit out, and all of a sudden, like, Meg's sitting on the chair and they just throw her across the stage? That's what that is. Franklin, can't wait for what reaction between Hawk and Dimitri are going to have. Oh, dude, that's going to be so good. Gives me Guinea Pig Gamer. Yasmin liked Dimitri from the start, but she was mean and popular. So when Moon was with Hawk, she was jealous. Yeah, I feel like that will definitely play into her character arc a lot. It'll be interesting to see where her head's at now. What do you think Robbie and Yasmin would think of each other? Well, this is the thing, is that Robbie, at the start of season 1, I feel like he could have charmed any of the popular girls because he did it with Sam with ease like that. So it's very possible. Yasmin would probably immediately want Robbie at first glance. Yeah, I agree, Stu. Who would win in a fight season 3, Robbie or... Oh, Robbie. Robbie would absolutely I mean, Robbie with just Sam took Hawk and all those guys on in the mall. Like, Robbie would absolutely destroy Hawk. Especially with Robbie being inside. Like, I know Hawk has a point to prove, but there's certain power levels in this show. I feel like Miguel and Robbie, and maybe Tori and Sam, they're like that level above, and Hawk is literally just beneath them. And that's not a bad thing, because that means Hawk still beats Dimitri. He still beats Chris. He still beats all those guys. But it depends how the season goes for me. Like, I really feel like, depending on what Hawk does, like, if he wins, then I put him on the same level as them. But all the losses that he took in season 2, nah, not for me. Hawk, Robbie, Hawk, I think. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very tough. Oh, no. There had to be someone who said this, didn't there? Ty, I love you. Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? Yeah, I know. Anakin Skywalker, I know. Oh, dear, I bet you're getting a right laugh out of that one. Oh, dear, man. Could you just imagine Anakin showing up to the dojo? And then Hawk's like, what are we going to do, Sensei Skywalker? And he just pulls out, like, these nunchucks and just starts smacking the fuck out of them all. Chaku says, but Hawk will train. Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing that we have to consider now, is that he's got Crease's training. It's just that I feel like Robbie is so naturally gifted, and Robbie, I know Robbie's stuck in juvie, but that means Robbie has to fight for his life. Like, judging on the clips that we've got thus far, the little clip of Robbie running up the wall, like that right there, who the hell did he learn that from? He runs up a wall. Like, he's clearly going to run up the wall, do like some kind of backwards flip, and break the guy's neck on the way down. Like that, it feels like he may be the most dangerous fighter on the show besides Hawk. I think Yasmin would be attracted to Robbie, wouldn't admit it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Robbie's just a charmer. I mean, even as a heterosexual guy myself, he's a handsome guy. If I went off season 2, then Robbie. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. Off season 2, Robbie would absolutely smack up Hawk. But depending on where season 3 goes, it's, you know, it's a mixed bag. Hawk's Super Saiyan powers aren't enough. Yeah, he's not over 9,000. Do you know what? As I said to Stuart many times, right? Piccolo, right, in Dragon Ball Z, pissed me off, right? There was this, it was right in the beginning of the first saga, right? And he's like, a little bit longer, Goku. Ugh. Ugh. 10 episodes later. He finally does it, and then it does Pissel. Fucking, I waited 10 episodes for that. Shit. Guinea Pig Gamer, what fight in Cobra Kai would I love to see? Oh, this is interesting. Judging on where we're going, I want to see Miguel versus... I want to see a fully recovered Miguel versus the new Hawk, the Crease Hawk. I feel like that would be absolutely sick. Oh, just imagine a fully recovered Miguel against the new Hawk. That would be dope. Like, against Crease's dope. At the end of season 3, Hawk's going to be very dangerous. The Cobra Kai younglings, RIP. There you go, Tyrone. There you go. The Cobra Kai. Oh, screw it. 20 people back in the video. Love to see it. Oh, God. Let me do it one more time, then. Wait, I'll do it in Cobra Kai way. Sensei Skywalker. There are too many of them. What are we going to do? Just whips out the nunchuck and starts smacking the fuck out of all of them. Oh, man. What if all the human race was wiped out except Johnny and the TV lady? What do you think would happen? I think Johnny would... that's a very good question. I think Johnny would just drive his car over. I think he would just be like, nah, I'd rather be alone than deal with your shit. It's just the way they met up at the date. And she's like, you're that dumb idiot who hung my TV on the wrong wall. You didn't tell me which wall I was supposed to put it on. Because of you, I got fired. Ty says, bro, at some point in season 3, you think Jacob's going to cut... Sigh. No, I'm not going to come in with my baseball bat. No. Don't tempt me. You just imagine, it's like, I'm sick of... Do you know what? Imagine it, right? We're in this trailer when Johnny goes into the dojo and he goes, as it goes, and to kickstart 2021, like when he's in his black smart t-shirt and he kicks the door. Just imagine him going with a baseball bat, wanting to smack the crap out of everyone. Chaku says, on the soccer field, Stingray can be the coach and be biased to Hawk's team. Oh, that would be... oh, God, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Just him high-fiving Hawk in the middle of the match would be amazing. Wonder why Bert did not show in Cobra Kai Season 3 trailer. Probably too small to fit in the frame. But no, he's probably there, probably just in the offset. Hawk, I mean, think people like Bert and Nate. They're just like the extra additional background fighters. You're going down, nerd. Come and get it, dickhead. I'd love to see Daniel fight Crease. That would be interesting. But, I mean, all Daniel's got to say is, you know, how your knuckles doing there, Crease? And that'd be enough to wind him up. Do you think Miguel would seek vengeance again? No. This is where I feel like Miguel's at. Judging from what we've seen thus far, if Miguel was seeking vengeance against Robbie, he'd be against Johnny. I feel like now is the time for Miguel and Robbie to finally get on the same page. I'm not saying they have to love each other. I'm not saying they have to like each other, but build a mutual respect between them. Because at the end of the day, all of this came from misunderstandings, teen love, and all of that. And I feel like there's so much more better than that for these kids, you know? I feel like we've seen that rivalry now for 2 seasons. And I feel like Hawk and Dimitri is the rivalry that's going to take center stage, along with Sam and Tori. I do feel like it is time to sort of put that hatchet down, especially with Johnny and Daniel coming together. Miguel... Oh, sorry, guys. Miguel and Robbie need to come together too. Hawk's power level is going to be much higher with him training under... Yeah, of course, 100%. His ruthlessness is going to go... I mean, the minute Crease is brought in Season 2, Hawk gets even more dangerous. He starts to... In the Season 1 All Valley fight, when he does that damage in... You know, when he damages Robbie's shoulder, that's just him getting upset and reacting. Crease uses that, manipulates it to his advantage, and it reminds me of what Snoke said about Hux in The Last Jedi. He says, a Kerr's weakness, carefully manipulated, can be a sharp tool, which essentially means with the right tools, I can manipulate your weaknesses into strengths. So that's essentially what's going to happen with him. Cinema Fan 97, could you imagine Johnny and the TV lady having hate set? I'd rather not imagine that at all, to be honest. That is a job gone wrong right there. I'm not on that. I'm not on that at all. I mean, could you imagine it? You know that scene with Johnny and Carmen where it plays like an 80s montage and Johnny and Carmen are like drinking beer and, you know, making out and all that. Just imagine that with that woman, for Christ's sake. Ugh. Bro, the Cobra Kai car, will it be back? I absolutely hope so. I think it is in the trailer, but that car is badass. And it looks like the place they're going to is the chop shop. So they're probably going to get the car back. Chaku says Crease's training methods fit the hate in Hawk's heart that boy makes PE hell for everyone. Well, yeah, I mean, I always saw PE as an excuse to 2-foot tackle people you don't like, or just shoulder charge them in it and get away with it and say, hey, I tried getting the ball. Doesn't matter if I hurt you. So I feel, and in the little trailer that I saw the other day, Hawk flicks up the ball and kicks it into someone. I don't know if that's Dimitri or not, but maybe it might not be Dimitri. Dimitri sees it and thinks, right, you know what? Okay, you're going to do that. I'm going to trip your ass on the floor, you little bastard. The Cobra Kai car will definitely be back. I think even if Johnny doesn't drive it. Yeah, of course. I mean, even Daniel could drive it. That like them two working together. It's like, what are you, Tango and Cash? No. Tango and Cash were narcotics detectives. When Amanda smacks Crease, why are you thinking she did that? I mean, judging on the snakes that were released in the dealership, sending Tori to the house visiting Robbie, it could be any one of those reasons. Any one of those. Do you think the coronavirus will be referenced in any future seasons of Cobra Kai? It's possible. I mean, I said before, this show is very grounded in reality, so I do feel it's possible, but, you know, I don't think it's a priority if there's at all, but you never know. They could reference it and say, there was that virus outbreak. Yeah, we kicked it, though. We kicked the shit out of it like badasses. Gabrielle says, do you think Miguel would get back with Sam or Tori again? I think... Oh, this is interesting because Miguel and Sam have unresolved feelings for each other, but at the end of the day, I feel like Miguel and Tori is better, and Sam and Robbie is kind of better, if you know what I mean. I mean, I do like Miguel and Sam together. That was the original, but it's just, I don't know. It feels like a whole love triangle, Jerry Springer shit show of events. So it'll be interesting, but I'm sure the writers won't let us down. You know, they've had no reason to let us down thus far. There is a great comment by Ty. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Guinea Pig Gamer says, I think he will get back with Sam. It's very possible. I mean, when Tori goes to the Russo house, what if Miguel's there and he's talking to... but then what does that mean for Robbie, though? That's the thing. I don't know how Robbie's going to deal with that. Because then what you get into with that, and this is my problem, is you get into this Twilight love story where you know the character... I can't believe I'm going to say the name. The name Jacob, right, of the, you know, the wolf guy. He just happily accepts that the love of his life goes off with another person. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Okay? I don't buy that at all. So it's going to be interesting. Well, Tori fought to death over... That's the thing, is Tori fucking loves Miguel, you know? She bloody was about to kill Sam. Miguel and Tori have a lot to talk... Yes, they do. They have a lot to talk about, a lot to work out and all. Because of Tori taking that fight to everyone, Miguel almost bloody got crippled. How mad do you think Sam will be at Robbie in season 3? Oh, very mad for sure. Very mad. When Tori was pissed at San Miguel, and I mean, they did... Well, yeah, that's the thing, innit? I can see both sides. I can see both sides. And we get to the comment of the hour. I love this. Lol, social distance fighting in Cobra Kai. Can you imagine the crane kick from like 2 miles away? That'd be amazing. Miguel's heart really belongs to Sam right now, and vice versa. I think Sam really likes Miguel. Otherwise, why would she always be really bothered by Tori? It's true. It's true. You know, the minute Sam sees Miguel with Tori, she's already like jealous instantly. She may like Robbie, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, you know, but I'm just saying. And this was it. You know, I said I'd like to see Hawk and Recovered Miguel go at it. But this is my dream matchup, and I think someone gets it. Franklin, who will win, Johnny or Chosen? This is a match right here. Now, I know Daniel's beaten Johnny, but at the end of the day, to me, and as Crease said, Johnny I just feel like he's better, you know? And against Chosen, that would be an absolute... that would be a fight and a half. Could you imagine Chosen and Johnny? I need Chosen and Johnny together as a scene. Even if they're just talking, that'd be sick. Sam is horrible. You know, I don't really disagree. Finn family fun. Don't really agree with that. I don't really disagree with that at all. She's, you know, I mean, I like Sam, but you know, I really feel like in season 3, it's time for her to come into her own without any love triangles. Chaku says Chosen. Stuart says, oh, Johnny versus Chosen. That's a tough one to call for me. Mr. Fruit Gaming. Love that name. What if Tori is mad because she's bi and she wanted to kiss Sam? Well, I mean, hey, you know, Moon's bi, so you know anything's possible. But I don't think that was why. Chosen has likely been training this. Yeah, Chosen has probably been training his whole life, like literally 24/7, 7 days a week. You know, Sato training, innit? Chosen, he quickly reacts to the kick, whereas Johnny just gets it in the face. More or less, yeah. I think Kyler could get the OG Blue Hawk. I was just thinking this. Remember when season 1's trailer was first released and a guy with spiky hair was in the tournament? I thought that was Kyler. I didn't think that was Hawk. Like at first glance, I thought it was Kyler because of the spiked up hair. What if he gets like colored up hair the same way Hawk does? Like that would, I mean, you could call him like a discount Hawk, but I feel like Kyler had some fight scenes in season 1 where he shows potential of a good fighter. So I'm just saying, him and Hawk could be a good team. By the way, you do not need to call me Guinea Pig Gamer, just call me the pig. Oh, okay. I'll call you GP. There you go. GP. I'll call you GP for short. I type, bro, Sam or Tori? Not going to lie, Sam. Girl who drives. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, when Miguel asks her out, he says, you know, I have a bike. I have a bike. Oh, I'll pick you up. So I don't know. It's tough for me. You know, it's really tough. Really tough. What if Miguel gave back the medal? Robbie pulled him aside and interrogated him about what he knows about the trashing in Miyagi-Do, as well as making him apologize to Sam. You know, that would be very interesting. That would be very, very interesting. Ooh, I'll pass that one to you guys in the comments. Comment through it. Comment through it. Gabrielle says, do you think that Miguel will defend Sam when Tori attacks her if he's there? This is the thing, though, is if... 22 people in the chat. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think that Miguel will defend Sam? I think he'll try and keep the peace between both of them. But the problem is I feel like he's still going to be in the chair. And at that moment, he's going to have to sit there and watch one of them get a beating. And it looks like Sam's going to be completely outnumbered, especially at home. But I mean, look at Anthony. I think, you know, I saw a picture of him that was released. He's getting older a bit now. Chucku says, if it's the adult versions, I can see Johnny getting an edge. But if it's the 80s, 80s Chosen takes it. 80s Chosen would absolutely murder every single person. Everyone's done. Crease, they're all done. All of them. I know Daniel won, but again, I tie that to plot convenience. An individual fighter, Chosen would have every single one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the chosen one. My name's based off Anakin. Or Harry Potter, I guess. I miss Sam and Miguel. Tori deserves Hawk or Robbie. Yeah, that's the thing. Tori kind of naturally, to me, seems like she would fit one of those two better, but she has a good bond with Miguel. It's very tough. Tori says she had a couple of kickboxing lessons, but she seems more skilled than that. What do you think is her true martial arts experience pre-Cobra Kai? That's an interesting question, because we don't know a lot about her. And I feel like season 3 is really going to delve into a lot of her backstory regarding that. Her true martial arts experience. Oh, I feel like she's had a bit more than she's let on. You know, maybe not a lot, but I feel like she's had a bit more training than she's let on, kind of thing. But I wouldn't want for her to just be like Mike Barnes' kid, and then all of a sudden she's just good. Like, I don't want it to be that. Maybe just, you know, she's had some lessons here or there, and she's had some training. I always like Moon. Wonder if we'll ever see the dark side. Well, that's the thing with Moon. I think she's just the peacekeeper character. I mean, in the school fight, you know, she's like, can't we all just get along? Ah! And then she's like, you didn't even electrolyze. I don't know, whatever that word was that she said to him. You think Tori has a car? No, probably not. I'm going to say no. Judging from the way Tori describes her life and the shot of her just counting the money, I don't feel like she has that. I feel like she's working to keep her house and to provide for her family. And I feel like it'd really make her a sympathetic character. Ty says, you know, Sam's the girl you want to bring home to mum and dad. Tori will give them a drug addiction. Yeah, yes. Tori is the one that would literally cause drama at every single Christmas dinner. I'd much rather go with Sam. I wouldn't want to mess with Tori, to be honest. Well, that's the thing. Tori seems like a girl where she's come from this kind of life where if she doesn't get her way, she's going to get pissed. You know, I mean, Sam too, but Sam gets pissed in a sort of I'm crossing my shoulders, I'm upset kind of way. Whereas Tori will take the fight to you because it's two different lifestyles that they have. Gabrielle says, who do you think will die in season 3 of Cobra Kai? Chaku says Amanda. I mean, I hope not. I really like Amanda. I think she's awesome. But I'm going to say potentially, and I don't want them to do this. Robbie, don't want them to kill him off, but he's not in a good space. Sid, Johnny's stepfather, and Daniel's mum. I think those 3 are right on that chopping block. Do you think Hawk was beating up the land lawyer friends from that image? Well, it's possible. You never know. You never know. You have more students, you pay more rent. What if Palpatine, sorry for bad spell, don't worry, was still alive and was secretly Crease? I don't think I can handle another Palpatine coming back story. I've had enough of it in the Legends of Star Wars, and I've had enough of it in canon and all. That's it too. No more Palpatine now. Unless it's like backstory of his younger years. No more now. I think Crease will get a redemption arc this season. Again, this is the thing where I say with Crease is the only way this guy can get redeemed is, for me, I don't like it when characters who are redeemed get killed off. Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 3 shouldn't have been killed off. Ben Solo shouldn't have been killed off. You know, it's a waste of a good character. Like, you can do so much with that. But a character like Crease, I feel like you have to kill him off when he redeems, because he's a tragic character. And as I said earlier on in the stream, there's a character in the Clone Wars, I won't say who, but when he dies, right, he says the nightmare is finally over. He can be at peace. I feel like we'll get something for that with Crease. If he does die, we're going to get something like that. And Crease is just going to go, the war's finally over, or the mission's finally over, kind of thing. And now I can rest. You know, he's at peace. It's going to be something so tragically beautiful. Chaku says, I think it is possible, but in Hawk's eyes, I see genuine hate, not an order by Crease to beat the landlords. Well, yeah, of course. Bless Moon, man, a real sweetheart. Yeah, she's lovely. I think Tori has had more than a couple of kickboxing lessons. I'd say she's probably had some Muay Thai lessons too. The way she was taking Miguel on, that didn't look like kickboxing to me. That looked like that did look like Muay Thai. Do you think Tori ever had any other boyfriends before Miguel? Oh, for sure. Yeah, probably. Probably like a guy called Chad. Is Cobra Kai your favorite show? I love Prison Break. In terms of Star Wars, I love Clone Wars. I love The Mandalorian. But in terms of any shows that we've got recently that are just brand new, I would say, yeah, I love this show to death. You know, I grew up on the Karate Kid movies. I wasn't born in the 80s, but, you know, my mum got me into these movies when I was a kid. And it's just literally me living vicariously through these characters because, you know, I'm not far old enough from them anyway. So it does feel a bit strange. I'm in that sort of in-between age. I really do love the show. No, the boys would be too scared. Yeah. Yeah, get him a body bag. Yeah. Oh, man, Tommy, man. Just imagine Amanda knowing karate in Cobra Kai season 3 and beating the heck out of Crease. Jeez, do you know what? I wouldn't mind. Crease needs an absolute beating up for all the stuff that he's going to be doing. I hope she clobbers him one. Crease wouldn't be as nice as Johnny was about, oh man, pestering about paying more rent. Although Johnny was rude to him, but Johnny handles it with a grace and a diligence. 23 people in the stream. Much love to all of you. Johnny handles it with no back door. Don't let the door hit you on the way out kind of thing. He has that kind of vibe with it. And I feel like Crease's mentality is, you know, when Dimitri goes up to him and starts massaging the tattoo, trying to say, oh, it's not anatomically correct or whatever. And Crease just looks at him. From that one look alone, that would scare the guy right off. Do you think Amanda is Crease's daughter? I mean, it's possible, but again, as I've said before, like, if it feels organic, do I believe it? And this is my problem with a lot of shows and movies now, is that a lot of things are connected to other characters, but I feel like we have our legacy characters. We have Daniel and Johnny, we have Sam, Anthony, and Robbie. I don't mind the odd one here or there, but otherwise it kind of gets too much, if you know what I mean. Like, the thing about Miguel is he's brand new. He's like Daniel, but he's brand new. So I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but you know, it's all about execution for me. What do you think Hawk and Miguel's relationship will be like after Hawk finds out Miguel won't come back to Cobra Kai? That's why I said, if you're talking the kids, the matchup between them is recovered Miguel against Hawk. Because as much as we may see, I mean, in the trailer, we see Miguel in a Cobra Kai gi in the tournament or whatever. I just don't feel like he would go back to Cobra Kai. Not with Crease at the helm. He's too loyal to Johnny. And that there tells me that he'll join Miyagi-Do. I think he'll join Miyagi-Do. Yeah. That's where my money would be on. No, she's in her 40s and Crease was late 30s and 90s and never had a fat. Yeah. So unless Crease is like Palpatine and has some random offspring that just came out of nowhere, then yeah, I wouldn't buy that. Do you think Tori may know some wrestling as well? Potentially. She's a tough female. What if Tori actually landed that punch on Sam with a spike bracelet in the season 2 finale and was going to hit her face? Oh, Sam would be in Miguel's position right now, if not worse. Like, Miguel has a back injury and potentially paralyzed. Sam could have been facing a life-threatening injury with that. That metal going in the side of your head. Like, I mean, there's a soft part to the right of your head here where the brain is. If that metal goes in there, you're in trouble. Do you think Yasmin is going to use Dimitri for popularity? I mean, hey, judging on what Yasmin in season 1, anything's possible, innit? What type of wrestling cinema? Will Dimitri, Sam, and Robbie be more likable this season? Oh, 100%. I feel like Robbie's going to have the best arc. Sam is going to have her own independent arc. And Dimitri is just, oh, I love that part of when Dimitri just floors Hawk and swaggers off. Oh, I love it. I'm so proud of my boy. I've always would cast Robbie as Casey Jones from TMNT. You, bro? You know what? He has that vibe. I mean, in the All Valley fight in season 1, did he remind you of Tommy Oliver a little bit? I don't know. It's just the ponytail and just the pretty boy look. It just reminds me of Tommy Oliver a little bit. Do you think Mike Barnes will be in the Christmas party? Well, I mean, hell, that would be a Christmas party crasher, wouldn't it? Imagine he's married to one of the people that goes there. And he just shows up and it's like, oh, Daniel? Oh, it's you. If Amanda was Crease's daughter, surely Daniel would know already. Well, yeah, that's true. Daniel would probably know. But I suppose at this point, Crease has been dead. Do you know what? Crease is like Palpatine, isn't it? Crease has been dead twice and he's still alive. Palpatine's died once and come back. But I don't know. It's like the parallels are so uncanny. Even though it's weird because Terry Silver feels more like a Palpatine. I honestly think Hawk and Miguel are going to end up fighting towards the ending of Cobra Kai Season 3. Hawk saying, we were never friends. We don't connect. Now you'll pay. Well, that's it. The binary brothers are going to meet a very bad sort of playing field, you know? How do you think Sam and Kyler's movie date would have gone had Sam not seen Kyler bullying Miguel, Dimitri, and Eli? Well, that's my problem with Sam in the first half of season 1, is she knows what these guys are like. I mean, look at them. They just look like tools. They look like absolute tools. You know, I mean, they get out the car when they meet, you know, walk past Johnny. They're blowing smoke in his face. You know, all that stuff. It's just like, God damn it. But it would have gone differently. It's a cool what if. Cool it with the nerd shit, huh? Yeah, it's that going to be stuff. And then I think Dimitri's going to floor him and say, well, my nerd shit doesn't look so bad now, does it, Eli? Go cry over Dobby again. Ooh, that would sting. That would sting his ego. Do you think Hawk and Miguel will become enemies? The seed, again, I've said before, the seed for me was planted in season 2. When Hawk and Miguel are fighting in the forest, and then the next episode, Hawk just shrugs it off. We were enemies for a day with Cobra Kai for life. But I feel like he's going to feel betrayed. If Miguel doesn't go back to Cobra Kai, he's going to feel betrayed. And then that's going to start up a whole nother kind of thing. And I think, could you imagine it? Hawk and Kyler against Miguel and Robbie. Like, give it time. That could actually be a good fight, especially if Kyler trains under Crease. When Dimitri floors Hawk, do you think... Because remember, Kyler got a good few shots in the fight scenes in season 1. He's got potential. When Dimitri floors Hawk, do you think Hawk will strike back and get into a fight? No. Here's why. It's because the way Dimitri walks off. The way Dimitri walks off, Hawk doesn't get up. But I feel like what's going to happen is about a minute after that, Hawk's going to do something to get back at him. Yes, Robbie for the new Green Ranger. Oh, I agree. I think he'd be perfect. Do you think honest to God, it's morphin' time. Do you think Jessica will be at the Christmas party? I wouldn't mind that. It'd be nice to see Jessica again. What if Sam thought Kyler as planned before Miguel took over? People swarm the car dealership. So much to unpack. So much to unpack. I'll leave that one to the guys in the comments here. And Daniel's cousin Louis would be the Pink Ranger. Yes, he would. He would. He'd be like, hey, cuz, we can't put your Pink Ranger outfit on, you arsehole. I think Sam is upset that Mr. Miyagi is dead. That's why she's having a tough time. Well, maybe, but I mean, I feel for Daniel more than anything. He again, I did a video on it. It's that scene where he's walking along the beach and he looks at this Miyagi-like figure, and I had a tear in my eye. It's just the music that plays and Daniel looking for Miyagi. Now, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but there have been a few teachers in my life who I've looked up to, and I've sometimes been looking for them everywhere when they're not there. And now that they're not there, it feels strange not having them, you know? What's wrong, Eli? Laying in the grass because you wet yourself? Oh, that would absolutely sting. Like, this is the thing. Dimitri has a way with words. Verbally, he can... And this is an interesting thing. Verbally, Dimitri could bully the shit out of Hawk. Absolutely bully him verbally. The reason Hawk and Miguel don't connect well is because Hawk is merciless while Miguel is merciful. But just imagine Dimitri with Miguel versus Hawk. Like, this is the thing. You know, it does say in the trailer, forget old acquaintances. Things are going to change. This show is not just going to round up the three... It's, as I said, third act. Trilogy. It's going to round up these 3 seasons, and it's going to lead the course for season 4. And season 4 is going to be a brand new direction. And you're going to see matchups and rivalries that you never thought you'd see. Like season 3 is going to round up these 3 seasons in like a closing endgame kind of way. So like endgame rounded off certain character arcs, but it set up stuff like new. It's going to be like that. I think Robbie's mum will die, and I think Daniel's mum will die too. Yeah, like all the parents could literally just die in one fell swoop this season. Like that would be heartbreaking. Like, I mean, Daniel's mum's been around since the beginning. That would absolutely be devastating. Chili the dog. Do you think... Love the display picture. Do you think Dimitri swept Hawks? Well, yeah, he swept him for sure. What do you think will happen when Hawk and Kyler meet again? Well, look at the trailer. When Kyler looks at him, he's like intrigued, and Hawk looks at him in a very sort of anxious kind of state. But Kyler needs to be careful because this isn't Eli. This is Hawk, and Hawk will absolutely demolish him at this point in time. Oh, God, the chat just updated. Not going to lie, I'm happy Kyler's back. So much they can do with this cat. Thank you. I've been saying this from season 1. This guy has potential. He doesn't have to be in any love story. But he even got a shot on Johnny in the first fight. You know, this guy has potential. He has potential to be a good fighter. Play defense says Blue Ranger Hawk, Red Ranger Miguel, Black or Yellow Ranger Dimitri. Oh, do you know what? I would love... Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That would be sick. Oh, Chris would... What? I don't want to say it, though, because it could go wrong. What rangers would Chris and Mitch be? Do you think Dimitri... here we go. Swept Hawk's legs because of Hawk sweeping his leg in the comic book store. That would be a good parallel. That would be an absolute parallel to that one. That would be an absolute parallel. NFL Cobra says, true, play defense. You skipped a comment low. Oh, shit, did I? Oh, sorry, play defense. Sorry, I've got it. Sorry, buddy. I was mad at Hawk for betraying Johnny. If it wasn't for him, he would still be a nerd. What do you think about Hawk after he betrays Johnny? Like, this is the thing. It's Crease. Hawk's a bullshitter. Let's be real here. The guy goes around just talking a load of shit. And when he sees Crease doing the same thing, he looks at him like, wow, badass. You know that story about Rwanda where Miguel's like, don't you mean Somalia? And then when Johnny says, do you want to take this one, Sensei Crease? And he's like, certainly, Sensei Lawrence. The look on Hawk's face is a look of admiration. He admires this guy. And I don't understand. He's like, you got soft and we paid the price. Like, whoa, this guy took you from the nerd you were and made you a badass nerd and dubbed you Hawk. Put some respect. David Jameson says, I think it's interesting how Hawk ended up growing more aggressive beyond Johnny. I think probably in about 8 minutes. So this stream will be about an hour and a half. I might end it, guys, just because I'm getting kind of sleepy. But this is interesting. Every Sunday I'll be doing this. Every Sunday. But I think it's interesting how Hawk ended up growing more aggressive beyond Johnny. Yes, that's true. He did. Even at the All Valley final, he was definitely more aggressive than Johnny allowed him. How do you think Miguel is going to find out that Johnny lost the dojo? And how do you think Miguel will react to Hawk betraying Johnny? Well, that's the thing. That's the catalyst for what will start up the Hawk and Miguel rivalry. Is that it's that particular moment? Is that the difference in ideologies? Is that Miguel's going to say, Hawk, screw you? You know, I'm sticking with him. Do you think Miguel might be mad at Johnny at first? Oh yeah, for sure. He'll say, look, you know, I followed your teaching and I'm bloody stuck in here. What the hell, man? So it is possible. It is very, very possible at first, but judging by the trailer, they're gonna soldier on like father and son. Do you think Kyle will be scared of Hawk? And imagine if Hawk reigns with the head and said, who would kiss the piece of crap? And Hawk flips out on the mat and say, who is the wimp now? That's the thing. Kyle is going to become Hawk's lapdog. Hawk is going to absolutely demolish him. Chris, Nate, and Chris getting all the girl. Chris, Nate, yeah. Oh, you mean like all the Miyagi-Do students getting all the girls in season 3? Oh, it's possible. After that Dimitri clip, anything's on the table now. I think that Ali is back and Amanda has to put up with her flexing about her job. Daniel doesn't notice her straight away, and that's why Johnny was looking fresh. It will be a bit much, though, for Daniel. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to bring Ali back, Johnny's with Carmen, Daniel's with Amanda. Like, you know, don't sabotage that. That's perfect the way it is. What do you guys in the chat think about all that? Imagine Kyler versus Miguel in the tournament. Well, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I still think I mean, even an injured Kyler would lose to Miguel. Miguel is literally, besides Robbie, And obviously, I'm excluding like Crease, Johnny, and Daniel. I'm talking literally just the younger generation. Besides Robbie, there's no one else that can touch Miguel. No one. Danny Z. Shaga Snap. Smixia. Moon Intros. Damn. Whoa. Right. Oh, here we go. Gabrielle says, this is my final message since you're ending soon. Keep doing this. I love your content and the rest of us do too. Oh, I really appreciate that, Gabrielle. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I love doing this. This is amazing. Like with all the shit that's going on right now in the world, this is the kind of stuff we need. But thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And, you know, whatever it is that you're getting up to today, tonight, wherever in the world you may be, man, you kick-started like a badass. Do you think that Robbie will have to fight Daniel? No, I don't think so. I think they're going to try and keep the adult fighters and the younger generations kind of separate. You know, it's because you mess up the power levels. Like if you have Robbie fight Daniel, you really mess up the power levels. You know what I mean? It's like getting Gohan and then him beating like a young Gohan and getting him smacking up Vegeta. Like it's just, I wouldn't be a fan of it. How do you think Kyler and Brooks reacted to Yasmin front wedgied? Well, with it being all over the internet, I think they looked at it and thought, yeesh, I don't want that happening to me. Do you think when Daniel gets a phone call from Crease and the Snakes are in the dealership that Daniel is dreaming? No, I think that's genuinely something that, I mean, it's a good theory. Will Daniel be having a lot of like schizophrenia based on all this stuff? You know, will he be feeling like nervous and all that? But I do feel like that is real. I feel that's a real Crease threat, and I do feel like that's something he's actually doing. Play defense. I think Hawk is going to fight Miguel in the tournament, and Crease is going to tell Hawk to cheat against Miguel. Yeah, I had something like this in mind where season 1 Hawk needs a win. Like he was semi-finalist until he got himself disqualified for losing his head. And I feel like Dimitri and him are going to go at it, but Dimitri will lose, if you know what I mean. But still, the evolution of what Dimitri's going to do is you're the best around is going to play as he just batters everybody. And then you're going to get probably Hawk and Miguel in the final. Maybe Robbie, I'm not too sure. You're going to get Hawk and Miguel in the final and Hawk's going to win. He's going to do something and he's going to win. And maybe he might not even cheat. Maybe he might just be the better fighter at that moment in time. Like not better than Miguel, just at that particular moment. I mean, Miguel was literally just recovered. But one thing I would say about season 3 is it looks like it's covering a lot of time period. A lot of time period. She is going to be back. It'll be interesting to see how they yeah, it will be. It's whenever you bring old characters back, it's always interesting to see how people react to each other. Hawk shall sweep Dimitri's leg in the All Valley. Yeah, that's the thing. If it goes to All Valley, Hawk's going to win 100%. And that's not me to rag on Dimitri. It's just that Hawk has been training since season 1, and he is literally he's just beneath Robbie and Miguel in terms of fighting. And under Crease, he's going to get more dangerous, more powerful, and more sure of himself. And in the All Valley, I think he'll have Dimitri. But I do think Dimitri will sail through like 30 competitors anyway. Give Dimitri that moment. Make him like the Roman Reigns. Just, you know, Royal Rumbling everyone out of there. Do you think we'll see the bar lady that Johnny was bonding with before putting Carmen's douchey boyfriend in his place in season 3? Oh, do you know, that would be interesting. Imagine that. It's like them two on a double date. It's like, you fancy her, mate. This is Mercy. Like, that could be interesting. That could be really interesting. That is a good what if. I like that. Do you think Daniel's dreaming while the Snakes are in the dealership? No. Yeah, I think Hawk is going to be losing against Miguel and Crease. Crease tells Hawk to injure him, and Hawk will be hesitant, and Crease is going to say if he has a problem with that and force Hawk. Yeah, it's going to be a parallel. It's going to be a direct parallel to Karate Kid 1. It's like, you have a problem with that? Sweep the leg. And then Hawk is going to absolutely floor Miguel. Like, this is the thing, is that Hawk he's one of the best characters in the show. And I know I say that about a lot of people, but Hawk is the one that Crease can manipulate and exploit to a T. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just, it's sad. It's sad. Play defense and maybe apologize after and leave Crease's Cobra Kai is my theory. Well, it's like Bobby when he done Daniel's leg and he's like, I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm sorry. So maybe, you know, he tries to apologize to Miguel and then Miguel says, you know, get the hell out of here. So it's all possible. It's all possible. Chaku says, good night, lads. Love my fellow fans and love your content. Chosen One, can't wait for the watch party. I really appreciate it. Guys, I love you. Seriously. Like, with everything that's going on in the world right now, community and engagement is important for all of us. And I'm going to have a Sunday. This is what I'm calling Chosen Live. So this is going to happen every single Sunday. But what I'm going to do is probably a gaming stream midweek. So I might stream some Battlefront 2 from my PlayStation or something. And then you guys can just sort of chill in the chat with me. And then, you know, we can have like a stream midweek as the final stream just before Cobra Kai comes. And then we have the stream watch party, just me binging the whole thing. I would like to see Johnny dating the bar chick for a while before getting back together with that chick at the bar was literally everything Johnny loves in a woman. But I feel like he's very interested in Carmen and Miguel, and he's sort of taken with them. You know what I mean? It's sort of nice. So I feel like Johnny's heart is with them more. Hawk visits Miguel. Yeah, Hawk visits Miguel, but I feel that'll be early on in season 3. I have a question if you know the answer. Oh dear, what's the question? Do you think Hawk will go against Crease? No, I think Hawk is going to literally be Crease's number 1. Like, with them, this is what I'm saying. With them putting Kyler in Cobra Kai, Hawk and Kyler are going to be the evolution of Crease's Cobra Kai. He's going to get more students like them, and he's going to turn these very nasty kids into a dangerous army. Like, I could imagine Miyagi-Do, pretty much like Miyagi-Do and Johnny's Cobra Kai being Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Dimitri, and Chris against like Hawk, Kyler, Tori, you know, that kind of stuff. It'll be interesting. Speaking of bar chick, did you notice that she had a great big rack? Well, I mean, this is the thing, you know, she calls Johnny a dumb idiot, but I mean, you're standing, like every time we've seen her rack's just on full display. You know, it's a bit like guys who have like 6-packs who wear like, you know, tight vests, and then they go, why are you looking down there? It's like, come on, you know. If Cobra Kai gets released at say 12 a.m. in Florida, and since if there's a different time zone in LA and Florida, would it come out before 12 a.m. for people in LA? That is actually a very good question. That is actually a very good question. But in all honesty, play defense. My brain is a bit null and void at the minute. I'm kind of sleepy. So I'm going to kind of leave that to you guys in the chat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally just probably go up the chat and just thank people who have been in the stream. This has been amazing. The most we had was about 22, 23 people in the stream today, the most I've ever had. So I can't appreciate it all enough. Play defense. Keep an eye out for one of my videos tomorrow. I might mention that. Play defense. Cinema Fan 97, Chili the Dog, Franklin, Chaku the Half Saying, Guinea Pig the Gamer, Moon Intros, Gabriel Rios. Let me know if I butchered that, buddy. NFL, Cobra Kai, and Roblox. David Jameson. Trying to make sure I get everyone. Ninja Stewart, I Franklin. I think I said Franklin. Mr. Fruit Gaming. Who else is there? Finn Family Fun. Ninja. I think that might be everyone. Colt 565. That was a great question at the start. Xpril. I think that might be everyone. Oh, and Mike H. also, if you're rewatching this. Yeah. So I think I've gone through everyone. Let me know if I missed anybody. According to the internet, the bar chick's character's name is Melissa. Well, that definitely sounds like the kind of character that would do that kind of stuff. But guys and girls, I did a video on Robbie not long ago about what I think his potential role will be this season, and the image of Johnny and Daniel going to visit him. So make sure you guys go and give that a check out. Now, I'm going to definitely do a stream midweek. Maybe not Chosen Live, because Chosen Live I want to save for Sunday. It's like a special moment for us guys where I can literally just chill with you guys in the chat. You can talk to me and I can talk to you guys. But I think around Wednesday, I might do just a gaming stream. Like I might stream from my PS4. I might play some Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I know there are a lot of Dragon Ball Z Fighter fans here in the chat. I might play some Battlefront 2. I've got Marvel Ultimate Alliance. You know, I've got a couple of games here that could be fun to stream. Star Wars Racer Revenge, Bounty Hunter, Jedi Starfighter, Soul Calibur. I made some created names on that. Fortnite even. So that could be interesting. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone hanging out for the stream. It went on a lot longer than I intended, but that's just because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. And I really appreciate all the support. I know I've said it before, but thank you, every single person who likes and comments on all of my videos. I really do appreciate it, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to actually put more into this now, because, you know, with the monetization on all that, I'm now able to put a little bit more effort into it. And, you know, definitely going to increase, and all your feedback is taken on board. So thank you guys for that. Really appreciate it. I've now got to go and read the comments on my Robbie video before bed. Oh man. Well, the TV lady's name is Judy. Judy. It's not Judge Judy, is it? But I will see you on another video soon. I'll probably do another video later on tonight. And I'm going to see if I can message around to maybe some other Cobra Kai creators. See if we can do like a big watch party where we can all get together and we can all just binge Cobra Kai at the same time. And you guys can chill with us and we can all just watch together. That would be amazing. And even if I can't get anyone else, I'll still do it here on my channel with you guys so you can watch with me. Anyway, to all the 10 people that are still left in this stream, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you all in another video soon. Chosen One, signing out. Bye, guys. Oh, wait, I should end it with defeat does not exist in this dojo. Does it?